Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I'm duck hunting today with the 22. I'm about to run out of bullets in it. But early today, the developers for the Hunter Call of the Wild announced a new rifle DLC. They're adding a 7.62 rifle, a 30-06, and a 308. Now, I think they're all semi-automatic rifles. But it got me thinking, what would I like to see come to the Hunter Call of the Wild in like the next year or so? So I compiled a list of 6 things I would love to see come to the Hunter Call of the Wild in the next year or so. So, starting off, that didn't happen. Starting off in number 1, I would love to see a British map come to the Hunter Call of the Wild. I'm British, you can probably tell by the accent. But yeah, I'm British. We have got like decent hunting here. We've got ducks, geese, rabbits, hares, grouse, ptarmigan, pheasants, quail, pigeons, squirrel, just to name a few like small game animals off the top of my head. But we've got weasels, stoats, foxes, crows as well. All these we could add into the game as small game animals to go and hunt on a British map. Now talking about large game, because I can hear everyone shouting in the comments. Oh, it's a small game map then. We've just had one with Salsveesen Park, which is this one that I'm on today. But we have got big red deer in this country. We've got big sika deer in Ireland. Like, you've got some of the best sika deer hunting in the world, I think. You've got massive sika deer over there. We've got fallow deer, roe deer, muntjac deer, Chinese water deer, which are like these little vampire things. Really cool deer. But, I mean, it'd be another like, small game scale map. But I would love to see it, because I'm British, but the amount of small game that you could put on this map that isn't in the rest of the game would be amazing. Now, I've shot a lot of ducks. Because with the UK, another interesting thing is, bow hunting is illegal in the UK, so working around bows would be really interesting. But suppressors are used a lot in this country, so you can make bows, like, if you shot something with a bow, you had like a certain amount of fine or something, or you just couldn't equip bows at all on a British map. But suppressors were added in just an update, and then if you got the British map, then you got better suppressors, for instance. But yeah, number 1 on the list, British map, with some like workarounds with like small game, big game, and stuff like that. So second on my list is falconry. I am a falconer. You could call me a falconer. I don't mind. I am one. Basically, for anyone who doesn't know, falconry is the practice of training a bird of prey. Something keeps splashing around. Is the practice of training a bird of prey, like a hawk, a falcon, or an eagle, to go and catch game for you, and then you eat said game. Now, I've requested this before in the live streams for the game. I think falconry coming to the hunter would be amazing, especially with Salsveesen Park, because falcons. So you could like really work around this with like forested areas or wooded areas. Like falcons were really bad because they're not built to go into wooded areas. Right, I need to go and get more bullets, but they're not built to go into wooded areas. But hawks, like goshawks, sparrowhawks, red-tailed hawks, and Harris hawks, are built to go in the area, into them areas. So you could work around it, like you had a reduced chance of catching a pheasant or a rabbit, for instance, if you were using a falcon in a wooded area, but you got an increased chance to catch that animal if you were using a hawk. But like in open ground, if you were using a hawk, like a goshawk in open ground, you'd have reduced chance because they're not really built to go into open ground. I mean, they do and they can and they do, but they're not built for it like a falcon is. Falcons are open ground animals, and they hunt game birds, pigeons, pheasants, ducks, that kind of thing. But eagles are a bit of a different story. They are open ground animals like falcons, but they're massive. They still hunt like hares and grass, stuff like that. But they'll also take foxes, deer, like roe deer, like not massive like elk and red deer and stuff, but they take roe deer. And I think like they could take like pigs as well and goats. So working around it like that, my hunting pressure is ridiculous. But working around it like that, where you'd have to structure like golden eagles, because like you're not gonna, because wild boars are class 5, like if they even were designed to go after class 5. You can't go and tell your golden eagle to go and try and kill a puma. I mean that's silly. Your eagle will die. But pigs, like you had like maybe you had like restrictions on what you could go after. Like all class 1 and class 2 animals, yeah, because they're not very big, and this is a golden eagle we're talking about. But like maybe you couldn't go after like some class 3 animals like axis deer, because I can imagine the antlers with axis deer, they are big. So I can imagine with that, then you couldn't go after them. But yeah, falconry, love to see it come to the game. So that is number 2 on my list. Now, coming in at number 3 is air rifles. I love air rifles. I am small game hunter in this game. I absolutely love it. And air rifles would be amazing. We already have an air rifle in the game. The Vasquez Air Cyclone 45, but it's 45 caliber gun. So you're taking foxes, roe deer, and white-tailed deer to just as examples. But small game air rifles, like a 22 caliber air rifle, would be amazing to have in this game, because they are dead silent, and you could probably take out like 2 or 3 ducks. Like if you had a massive flock of ducks come in, you could probably take out 2 or 3 before the rest of the flock spooks. Like I'm sitting here using a 22. I'm using a 22 Virant, and I'm taking 1 shot and the ducks are spooking. With an air rifle, you could probably take out 2 or 3 before they actually spook off. Maybe you could take like foxes and stuff a bit easier because they're silent. And like if they added pigeons and squirrels, it'd be awesome to be able to go in to like an area where you can find squirrels in this game and then shoot them with an air rifle. It'd be great fun. So yeah, air rifles, number 3 on my list. Now coming in at number 4, I've got unique rifles. So when I say unique rifles, I'm talking like old-fashioned double barrel rifles, like external hammers and all that. And I'm also talking about muzzle loaders. I love muzzle loaders. I love flintlock rifles, and I wish there were more in this game. And being able, like, so the current flintlock rifle in the game, is class 3 to 8, depending on what bullets you use. If you could add in a shot, like, a bit like bird shot, for a muzzleloader, you could go duck hunting in this game with a muzzleloader, and I would love to do that. I should have brought binoculars with me, because I don't know if there's a massive duck in here or not. But I would love to go duck hunting with a muzzleloader. Yeah, I'm not going to hit that. It'd be great fun, because you can only take 1 shot. Like, maybe you had an increased spread with a muzzleloader, where you could, like, you take 1 shot and that's it. But with that shot, you could take out more than 1 animal. So yeah, muzzleloaders definitely want more, and I want more double barrel rifles. Not like 4570, 470 Nitro, and big calibers like that. I'm talking stuff like a 4570, 308, and 30-06. Them kind of medium to large game calibers as double barrel rifle format. I know Kentucky Ballistics did a video about a real double barrel 4570. I'll put a link to that in the description. But it was really interesting because double barrel rifles would be really cool to have in this game. Well, I mean, we've got the 470 Nitro, but that is it. I would love to have more double barrel rifles in this game with lower end calibers. So yeah, double barrel rifle, unique rifles in general, and guns if you want to like, add in muzzle loading shotguns and stuff like that. But yeah, unique guns on the list. So coming in at number 5, I know a lot of people have been requesting this, trophy shots. I would love to have trophy shots in this game. In the Hunter Classic, which is the predecessor to this one, the Hunter Call the Wild, you have trophy shots where you can move the animal around and get it into a nice position, and yourself into a nice position, to have a nice photo of it. I would love to see that come to Hunter Call the Wild, and you can then put the photos into your logs. So say you killed a great one fallow deer or a great one with whitetail or something like that. You could then put the photo of that animal with your actual trophy. So like say you were doing it with a few friends, you could then have all of you in a nice position with your trophy, and then put that behind your taxidermized animal in your lodge. And you can be like, yeah, I did that with my friends. I would love to see that come to the Hunter Call of the Wild, and loads of people want to have trophy shots added. So yeah, trophy shots are number 5 on the list. And coming in last, but certainly not least, trail cameras. I would love to see trail cameras come to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now, I can see why it'd be difficult if you just literally went, alright, trail cameras. But how do you pattern the animals? Because like you've got zones and stuff, but maybe you wanna like find out where which direction the animals come in from, so you can position your stand to get into the stand before the animals get in there, and then as they're arriving, you can take them out. And I was also thinking, just as an update in general, game trails. A section of the map, like a small little strip of it, like maybe between need zones, where the animals will move through there often, rather than forging new paths every time they want to move to a different zone. They could go through a game trail that they've trodden out for ages, and you could put a trail camera on there and get the animals patterned, what times they come through, and then you can get into a stand before they get there, and then you can shoot them, and you can shoot your trophy when it's not at a zone, which I think would be really cool. So yeah, that is 6 things I would love to see come to the Hunter Call of the Wild. And just brief overview: British map, unique guns, trophy shots, trail cameras, falconry. I forgot what the 6th one was. Anyway, it'll be in the video. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Why won't this? Yeah, I got it! Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, subscribe, like, do all that jazz. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.